Welcome in the 1957 vast world of collectibles. Few items carry the intrigue and mystique like rare coins, and today we dive into a particularly captivating story that revolves around a simple 1-cent coin, specifically the 1957 1-cent USA coin, which for many might seem like just another penny, yet unbeknownst to most, this particular coin has a shocking tale that entwines history, rarity, and staggering monetary value, worth a jaw-dropping $26 million. How can a humble penny, often disregarded as mere pocket change, transform into one of the most valuable coins in the world? Picture this: you're in your living room, rummaging through an old box of coins that belonged to your grandfather. What if you stumbled upon a 1957 1-cent coin, and with a simple glance, you decide to check its value assuming it's just another penny? Would you even think to question its worth, or let your eyes skim over it and dismiss it without a second thought? What if that single coin held more value than you could ever imagine? You see, it's not just about the coin itself, but about the journey it has taken and the story behind it. This journey leads us to a fascinating tale of how a tiny minting error can turn an ordinary piece of currency into a treasure trove of wealth. Let's unravel how this particular coin was minted with a significant design flaw, known as the mule error, which occurs when two different dies are used to strike a coin. But before we delve deeper, let's ask ourselves this: how often do we overlook items that we deem ordinary? Do we truly understand the hidden gems that may be lurking in our own collections or even in our everyday transactions? We live in a fast-paced world, often too quick to dismiss what might hold great value, so stick with us as we explore how a simple error in minting led to unprecedented fascination and, yes, even wealth beyond comprehension. Imagine a world where a penny could change your life, where you could go from living paycheck to immediately becoming a millionaire simply because you chose to take a second look at a piece of currency. This story encapsulates not just monetary allure, but the deeper notions of appreciation, history, and the value we assign to our world. The 1-cent coin, or penny, may possess face value that feels insignificant at times, especially with the rise of digital payments and inflation diluting its purchasing power. But let's transport ourselves back to early 1957. In that year, millions of 1-cent coins were produced, yet among them, only a select few featured anomalies due to the production process. The intrigue arises when we begin to dissect why this particular 1-cent issue became a symbol of immense value. Could the allure stem from pure luck, fate, or perhaps something more profound, like the human connection to history and the stories coins can tell? Coins serve as miniature pieces of art, each representing a moment in time, a portrait of cultural legacy, and a bridge to the past. This brings in the question: what makes a coin collectible? Is it rarity, demand, or perhaps historical significance? As we navigate through numismatics, the study or collection of currency, one can't help but wonder: are we attracted to coins for their monetary value, or do they lure us in through the stories they embody? Some may argue it's both, while others might lean towards the emotional attachment these pieces can evoke. Coins have been vessels of heritage for centuries, uniting people across various backgrounds and times, and the 2001 1-cent coin encapsulates this idea perfectly. Fast forward to now, collectors, ardent enthusiasts, and perhaps a handful of lucky individuals are on the lookout for this spectacular 1-cent variation. The rarity stems from the unintentional minting process and, in some cases, even a mischievous twist of fate. Completing a collection often relies on the painstaking dedication of its collector, while the most fervent searches could yield results beyond the wildest dreams. The very act of searching for rare coins can ignite excitement, a blend of history, adventure, and the thrill of discovery. Yet, amidst this excitement, we ponder: how does one even begin to unknowingly distinguish between the regular 1-cent coin and the rare version? Armed with an understanding of what to look for, collectors dive into their pursuit while honing their skills of scrutiny, hoping to spot the minuscule details that separate the mundane from the remarkable. What if, in the midst of this treasure hunt, you discovered just such a coin? In a world where fortunes can flip overnight, how do we approach our collections with both curiosity and care? We can apply this lesson to our everyday lives. As we traverse our experiences, let's not forget to seek out the extraordinary that lies beneath the surface. Collectibles, especially coins, often embody the very essence of chance. As we navigate through twists and turns, surprises emerge when we least expect them. The penny is a prime example of faith in simplicity thriving amidst complexity. With the 1957 1-cent coin standing as an enticing focal point in this tapestry of luck and fate, we are reminded that fortune tends to favor the persistent, the curious, and, importantly, those brave enough to explore the historical value hidden in plain sight. So, as we continue to reflect on this story, take a moment to appreciate the coins that shuffle through your pockets daily. Who knows which could transform your life or perhaps lead you on a journey through time. Now, keep in mind that the story encompasses more than just the 1 cent, it's about the legacy we leave behind. Coins can become time capsules, each one telling tales of the people who've held them and the times they lived through. From the perspective of the collector piecing together a set to the casual observer stumbling upon a rare find, the narrative shifts, blossoming into something substantial and delightful. Engagingly enough, what was once dismissed might become a coveted treasure tomorrow. And for that, one must only look with a keen eye and appreciate the artistry involved in every minting process, mindful of the potential stories waiting to unfold with every piece one encounters. While we sit on the edge of our seats, captivated by the idea of finding a valuable coin, we begin to understand the sheer magnitude of human connection to currency. As we revisit the world of coins, thank you for exploring this enriching journey with us today, and as the possibilities unfold within your grasp, let's remember to subscribe for more incredible stories woven throughout the fabric of our everyday lives. And as we draw to a close, we reflect, amidst our rush to collect, let's ensure we never dismiss the lowly penny, for it might just lead us to uncover the history, the value, and yes, the monumental worth, that astonishingly awaits in the unlikeliest of places. Next, have you ever stumbled upon a seemingly ordinary coin and wondered what secrets it might hold? Welcome to a captivating journey into the world of numismatics, where history, mystery, and tremendous value intertwine, and today, we're unearthing the fascinating tale of a 2005 1-cent coin, a simple piece of currency that carries an extraordinary story and could be worth up to $2 million. As we delve into the background of this particular coin, let's take a trip back to 2005, a year that marked numerous events, from the rise of YouTube to the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, a time when the world was shifting and evolving, but amidst all this, the United States Mint was busily producing coins that would soon catch the attention of collectors. Have you ever considered why certain coins become rare and others remain in circulation? What makes a piece of currency not just a method of exchange but a treasured artifact? In the heart of the American coinage system lies the 1-cent coin, often referred to as the penny, and while it may seem insignificant today, collectors know that rarity and condition can catapult its worth into the stratosphere. What if I told you that certain 2005 pennies, with their unique attributes, could redefine the value of a simple coin? Perhaps you've encountered stories of coins previously overlooked, only to be later discovered as hidden treasures, making one wonder how many more such treasures lie undetected in old coin collections, attics, or garage sales, just waiting for the right pair of eyes to recognize their true worth. As we peel back the layers of this intriguing narrative, we must consider the factors that contribute to a coin's value, such as minting errors, limited production runs, and demanding collector interest. Can you imagine finding a piece of currency that not only holds historical significance but also possesses an astonishing financial value? Think about the thrill of discovery, the emotions that come with identifying a valuable piece in your collection, or even the joy of sharing your findings with fellow enthusiasts. Now, what if the coin in question is a 2005 penny with a unique error, perhaps a double die or an unusual minting anomaly? These errors are the very essence of what fuels the hobby of coin collecting. Those little imperfections that many may dismiss can lead to discoveries worth thousands, if not millions. Can you see how an ordinary coin can transform into a sensational investment? Let's consider this: if you were to find a 2005 penny with a notable error, what would your next steps be? Most enthusiasts would swiftly research, consult experts, and perhaps have the coin appraised to unveil its true value. Imagine the excitement of discovering that the coin you thought was merely a penny is actually a collector's dream, valued at an astronomical figure like $2 million. Now that's the sort of roller coaster ride that numismatics offers. The thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and, of course, the potential for wealth, all wrapped up in something as simple as a 2005 penny. But let's dig deeper. What other factors could influence the price of a penny? The rarity of specific dates, historical relevance, and even stories associated with particular coins can all affect their value. Did you know that some 2005 pennies were minted in such limited quantities that finding them is akin to hitting the jackpot? Coins struck during anomalies or less popular years often garner higher prices in auctions. What if that ordinary penny you overlooked was produced during a year where minting went awry, leading to a scarcity that speaks volumes in the collector's market? In this vibrant world, mere cents can turn into thrilling tales of fortunes waiting to be discovered. As we navigate this captivating landscape, what will you do differently as a coin collector or someone simply curious about the world of coins? Are you now inspired to examine those spare change jars or scavenge through antique shops in search of hidden gems? Allow yourself to ponder the mysteries held within each coin, the hands they passed through, the stories they could tell. Can you feel the weight of history in just a small piece of copper and zinc? As we draw nearer to unraveling our story, let's reflect on why so many are drawn to collect coins in the first place. Is it the passion for history, the allure of investment opportunities, or maybe the thrill of the chase? For many, it's a combination of all these elements that make coin collecting a lifelong joy. And when you think about it, how many hobbies connect us to the past while also offering the potential for significant financial return? The world of numismatics is one that bridges generations, where collectors swap tales of discovery, rare finds, and the excitement of delving into the uncharted territory of currency. Have you ever considered your own legacy as a collector? Perhaps you'll discover not only coins of worth but stories that will be passed down for years, stories of adventure, of great finds, and of coins that changed lives. So as we contemplate this remarkable 2005 1-cent coin, remember there lies a vast universe behind what seems ordinary, a channel into the past with the potential to alter the present and even shape the future. Before you go, if you found this glimpse into the world of rare coins fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more intriguing content, and share your thoughts on whether you've ever stumbled across something unexpected in your own collections. Your journey into this extraordinary world doesn't have to end here, let it be just the beginning of countless adventures in exploration and discovery. Now, as we conclude this mesmerizing narrative, think back to that seemingly insignificant 2005 penny and imagine its journey, filled with countless stories and unimagined worth. Embrace the thrill of the hunt. Who knows what treasures await in the most unexpected places? Next, have you ever held a penny and thought about its value, or perhaps you've tossed them aside without a second glance, dismissing their worth as negligible? What if I told you that one seemingly ordinary penny, a 1-cent coin minted in the United States in 1994, isn't just an unassuming piece of change but rather a piece of history worth an astounding $26 million? Now, before you roll your eyes and think this sounds like a far-fetched tale, let me take you on an incredible journey where luck, rarity, and the unexpected collide in a whirlwind of excitement that revolves around a simple coin. Welcome to a story like no other, a narrative that will keep you on the edge of your seat, capturing the essence of the unexpected treasures lying within the mundane. So, settle in, because this tale weaves together history, opportunity, and sheer luck in ways you may have never considered, illustrating how a single penny can completely flip the script on what we perceive as valuable. Imagine going to your local store, tossing coins into your pocket without a second thought, and later discovering that one of them harbors a value that can change your life dramatically. Our story begins in 1994, a year that may seem ordinary at first glance, but, as it turns out, produced a rare and unique coin that would become the subject of intrigue and fascination for decades to come. The 1994 penny, as it is often referred to, is not just a random coin tossed into circulation, it was part of a minting process that gave birth to an incredibly rare error coin, one that would come to be seen as a hidden gem among collectors. During the minting process, a small number of these pennies were accidentally produced with a unique and rare error, a mistake that would skyrocket their value beyond imagination. But what exactly makes this penny so special? The answer lies in the details. The 1994 penny, like any other, features the classic image of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, but it has a distinguishing mark that sets it apart from all its counterparts, an imprint that was misaligned during the minting process, a rarity that only a few lucky individuals would ever get their hands on. In the world of coin collecting, it's this kind of imperfection that can vault a coin from mere pocket change to an astonishing fortune. But what do you think would happen if you were that lucky individual who discovered this rare penny? Would you hold on to it securely, take it to a coin expert, and find out its true worth? Or would you leave it to chance and spend it like any other ordinary penny? It's mind-boggling to think how fate can intervene in our everyday lives and present us with opportunities that could transform our fortunes. And in the case of the 1994 penny, the potential is staggering. Imagine holding that penny, feeling the weight of its significance as you realize its history and the chance that it represents. Now, picture this: collectors worldwide are scouring shops, flea markets, and even their own piggy banks in hopes of finding that elusive coin, drawn by the allure of its value. And here's where it gets even more thrilling: the story of the 1994 penny doesn't end with its minting. As time passed, whispers of its extraordinary value began to circulate among collectors and numismatists alike, creating a situation where the hunt for this coin became more than a mere hobby. It evolved into a passionate pursuit fueled by the promise of riches that lie in a simple 1-cent piece. The thrill of the chase, the excitement in discovering a rare coin, is akin to finding buried treasure. And who wouldn't want to stumble upon a piece of treasure that could change their life forever? The rarity of the 1994 penny has only increased its allure, as collectors snap up any chance to obtain it, often paying astronomical sums at auctions and private sales. Have you ever wondered what makes a collector truly valuable in their eyes? Is it simply the price tag, or is it about the story behind the coin, the history it carries, the journey it has taken to arrive in their possession? As the value of the 1994 penny started to reach incredible heights, it shaped an entire community of enthusiasts who not only valued the coin for its monetary worth but also for the story behind it, the thrill of discovery, the history entwined within its metal. Every collector has their own unique motivations. Some are driven solely by financial gain, while others treasure the connection they feel to the past. Can you imagine the stories that must be told when collectors gather for conventions or local meetings, sharing their tales of finding rare coins and exchanging tips on where to look for hidden treasures? Have you considered the painstaking research some coin collectors undertake, immersing themselves in books and online forums to uncover every detail about the coins they seek? With each ounce of knowledge they gain, the urgency to find that elusive penny grows, intensifying the thrill of the hunt. But as we dive deeper into this world of rare coins, we must also confront the reality of a marketplace that can sometimes feel predatory, where not everyone is looking to share the joy of collecting. Scams run rampant, as individuals attempt to take advantage of unsuspecting hobbyists, selling counterfeit coins or misrepresenting their rare finds. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? The very object that holds the potential for incredible wealth can also become a source of deception. So, how does one navigate this treacherous landscape without falling victim to fraud? What strategies can you employ to ensure your passion for coin collecting remains both fulfilling and risk-free? One essential lesson in this journey is the importance of community. Surrounding yourself with fellow enthusiasts who share your passion can not only provide valuable insights but also create a network of trustworthy individuals dedicated to preserving the integrity of the pastime. Together, collectors can share their knowledge, offer guidance, and champion ethical practices that contribute to a safe and nurturing environment in which to pursue their hobby. As you piece together your own collection, picture this community coming together to celebrate victories, share their finds, and establish bonds that stretch beyond the world of coins. But let's return to that alluring 1994 penny. Still, it's worth pondering. How did this humble coin shift from being an overlooked piece of change to a much-coveted collector's item? The answer lies in the collective consciousness of both collectors and the media. As stories regarding the value of the 1994 penny gained traction, curiosity surrounding it exploded, transforming it into a symbol of hope for many who sought financial security. The narrative arc took on a life of its own, drawing in more and more people eager to discover what they might find lurking in their spare change. Friends encouraged each other to search through old jars filled with coins, share news of recent discoveries, or even create online forums where people discuss their findings and learn from one another. The hidden allure of the coin discovered in one's pocket struck a chord with many, resonating with those who dreamt of the successful coin hunt, of investing time and energy into something that could lead to substantial rewards. Each penny became a ticket to adventure, a source of potential triumph, and the thrill of searching for something rare ignited an unstoppable spark in the community. Have you ever found yourself drawn to treasure hunts or sought after things that seem lost to time? Perhaps it's this shared sense of excitement that made the idea of the 1994 penny so captivating. It inadvertently turned people into treasure hunters, igniting the dreamer in many who wanted just a glimpse of that windfall. But let's take a moment to examine the other side of the coin, the individuals who manufactured the coins themselves. How did they feel when they learned their mistake had created such a frenzy among collectors years down the line? Were they aware of the potential legacy that the 1994 penny would carry, or did it simply become an anecdotal hazy memory in their careers? Ideally, those working in the minting process take pride in the meticulous nature of their craftsmanship. Coins are produced with care, ensuring that they share a consistent quality. However, when mistakes occur, they often undersell the significance of those errors. Ironically, it is these very missteps that inject excitement into the world of collecting. But contemplating the legacy of the 1994 penny opens up another layer of intrigue. What happens to these coins as they change hands, becoming part of various collections throughout the years? As collectors pass their treasures down to family members or choose to sell them, the stories attached to each coin become intertwined with the narrative of the family or collector. Do you ever wonder about the hands that came before? Where has that penny been? Did it travel through generations, evolving from a child's piggy bank to an adult's valued collection? Or perhaps it was part of an elderly collector's life journey, representing countless memories made in its companionship? The connection people develop with their collecting journey takes on a unique depth when viewed through the lens of stories, some joyous, some tragic, and all intertwined with history's larger tapestry. Every 1994 penny contains not only the history of its minting but also the journey of every individual who held it. As we gaze deeper into this narrative, I invite you to reflect on your own life. What stories do you carry with you? What experiences have forged your connection to the tangible and intangible treasures you encounter on your own path? Each of us walks through life collecting our pieces of history, both big and small, and how we choose to honor these memories is where we. Next, in the quiet corners of numismatic history, few tales shine as brightly as that of a single 2010 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of currency that, under the right circumstances, transfigured into an astonishing treasure worth an incredible $26 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that to most people appears utterly mundane, with its familiar copper hue and the intricate design of Abraham Lincoln, has a backstory riddled with chance, rarity, and a dash of luck that has captivated coin collectors, historians, and investors alike. Imagine for a moment digging through your pocket and pulling out a penny. It's small, it's light, and unless you're a fervent collector, you likely toss it aside without a second thought. But what if I told you that each penny carries with it the weight of history, carrying the potential of unexpected fortune? Prepare yourself as we unravel a tale that combines the allure of coin collecting with a suspenseful twist akin to a gripping thriller, a lesson deep within the realm of value and rarity. How does a coin which cost 1 cent at the counter turn into a multi-million-dollar gem? The answer lies not solely in mint condition, but in its uniqueness, the nuances of production hiccups, and the fateful twists of fate that turn an object of little consequence into a sought-after masterpiece. This particular coin, however, stands on the shoulders of something extraordinary. You see, the 2010 penny was produced in incredibly small quantities due to a unique error in the minting process that very few of us were aware of at the time. What transpired during its creation is where the enchantment begins. It was a spell of sorts cast by chance that made this penny something more than just a single cent. It was a moment where craftsmanship clashes with blunders, where the rugged hands of mint workers transformed a simple coin into a beacon of enchantment for collectors across the nation. But let's step back and explore the world of coins for just a moment. Have you ever wondered about what makes some coins worth more than others? What a collector truly looks for, or why a simple error can exponentially increase a coin's value? And even more astonishingly, why do people continue to dive into this world, spending fortunes to claim ownership of something that might seem so small and insignificant? Prepare to be captivated by stories of passion, obsession, and what it means to hold a piece of history in your hands. Every collector out there knows that a true gem can sometimes be found in the most unexpected places, and this narrative is packed with elements that will keep your heart racing. So what defines a rare coin? To many spectators, we might think conditions like age, historical significance, and even the artistry of design play into what makes a coin desirable, but underlying that is the tantalizing framework of scarcity. Meet the fabled 2010 penny, harboring within it a unique characteristic, the double die error, observed in which an iconic emblem appears to be doubled, adding a layer of intrigue that attracts serious collectors like moths to a flame. Just imagine for a moment taking a closer inspection at your own change. Unidentified treasures potentially sit waiting to be unearthed amid those ordinary coins. And it's not just about the monetary aspect, it's the thrill of discovery, the excitement rising within as you discover something extraordinary waiting in the mundane. Now envision revealing a coin of 1 cent that not only tantalizes your senses but elevates your financial standing the moment it captures the right buyer's eye. What would you do? How would it feel to hold something so deceptively small, yet worth millions in the right hands? Let's delve deeper into the ripple effect this simple penny has on its way through the world, because its story branches out far beyond the confines of a simple transaction. It speaks of a market fueled by desire, fueled by a dedication to understand the culture of coinage that has echoed through generations. This penny, resting quietly within a collector's portfolio, sends waves through markets, auctions, and even the dreams of those who hope to strike gold amid the exchange of change. How often do we miss the treasures hiding in plain sight? This is not just a lesson on monetary value, but a narrative that speaks directly to human passion. Picture the thrill and anticipation as a bidding war erupts for an item surrounded by such mystery and desire. Each bid is not just a numerical increment, but a testament to the value of history itself, a climax that raises the stakes and sends shivers through onlookers. The excitement surges, fueled by the knowledge that one moment, one bid, could alter the trajectory of a collector's life, affirming how deeply intertwined our lives are with the currency we often disregard. What was once just a penny windfall now translates into million-dollar ambitions. How astonishing is that? But therein lies the beauty, the chase that compels seasoned collectors to flick through antiquities and oddities. Each piece in their collection carries with it a background story, secrets wrapped in copper and zinc, urging them to dig deeper, search wider, and hunt relentlessly. The elemental satisfaction that fills one's heart during such pursuits resonates with the core of the human experience, the quest for meaning, significance, legacy. So you must be asking yourself, what factors elevate the intrinsic worth of a mere penny into stratospheric heights, such as a staggering $26 million? While the sheer rarity of this coin sheds light on its financial allure, understanding the tales behind its ascent offers insight into the nature of value itself, a mysterious, thrilling chase that never ceases to expand. Digital audits of the coin's history reveal how they hardly end up in circulation, snapped up quickly by astute collectors who recognize that it isn't just about monetary gain, it's about passion, every acquisition infused with a journey of enthrallment. Transport yourself to auctions where this rare penny has sparked intense conversations among collectors, each possessing unique insights into its worth, revealing the intricate tapestry that composes the market of coins. Have we ever thought about the shifting narratives around money, the way collectibles weave culture into stories, riding waves through time? What makes a single coin an emblem of distinguished legacy, and how do aspirations shape its increasing valuation? As we dive deeper into the context surrounding this piece of currency, we peel back layers that detail the evolving significance of coins through centuries, an idea that money evolves not through mere dimming of time but through the vibrancy of stories inherited and traded. Thus, this 2010 penny, with its illustrious tale, forms a vital pillar within the bustling narrative of numismatics and holds aspirations that stretch far beyond the reaches of mere currency. You might find yourself questioning, would I possess the same patience and passion as those who've tirelessly pursued the thrill of numismatic discovery? It's easy to sideline a penny while we gear up for larger coins, valuing silver and gold at lavish prices. In this endless cycle, a singular penny discovers its footing as a trophy for those fueled by determination and history. What about the unexpected twists along the journey of this penny since its creation? We begin to appreciate that it isn't merely an item to be counted, but a living piece of history, echoing with stories of past transactions, travelers, and collectors. Each imperfection or unique mark transforms narrative richness while serving as a reminder of how each coin becomes part of our collective journey. What was just a simple payment in a corner store has burgeoned into an extraordinary narrative encompassing ambition, chance, and the relentless pursuit of hidden treasures. As we contemplate the process that birthed this coin, we stand before a vivid invitation, from mints and collections to its place in coveted auction houses. Have you ever considered how the value of an object transitions perhaps more through the eyes of those who admire it than simply its metallic makeup? Those unsettling corner reflections on the market behavior tell us stories of how to find inherent value beyond classical perceptions. We live in a world where some collect with intent, the determination of forged passion crossing paths with serendipity. This tale engages not just coin aficionados who meticulously curate their investments but also anyone with a hint of curiosity regarding what lies beneath the surface of everyday mundanity. How easily do we overlook the power of passion amidst interactions, transformations, and exchanges? As we consider these elements, the gripping nature of this coin illuminates the sheer audacity of dreams hidden behind pennies that forge an enchanting saga. Collecting, in its core, reveals something quite magnificent, intricate ties connecting individuals through shared interests and bonded missions, as heaven knows how a tiny penny might spin the wildest of dreams. With every spin, each unique acquisition transforms mere monetary transactions into tales of persistence, a reminder of how life functions in cycles, motivating us to appreciate the rare instances that spread underground through our exchanges. So, as we draw near to the conclusion of this vibrant, engaging saga, we embrace the breathtaking extravagance encapsulated in the tale of the 2010 1-cent penny, and if you reflect for just a moment about all that we've unraveled today, wouldn't you agree that what lies before us is more than just a coin? It's a legacy that awakens dreams, shapes destinies, and inspires journeys that soar beyond the thresholds of what might be. A solitary penny appears simple at first glance, but its narrative overflows with craftsmanship, chance, and the relentless pursuit of value, a magna